Howdy everybody, we're gonna make these cute little key fobs with the little zipper. So this is another one of those Chinese sites that's all over Facebook that's advertising that you can buy the plastic templates, which you may get in 30 days or you may not get in 30 days. And it may have a pattern or it may not have a pattern. So whatever. I figured it out. Fixed the construction process because their construction process was weird, and added some details to it to make it cuter, like the little lacy zipper, which is way easy to put on. So I did it in 2 sizes, and the reason I did it in 2 sizes was because I was able to find a 1-inch wide key fob, and they come in different colors. And I was able to find a 1 1/4 inch wide key fob. I could not find readily available anything bigger than this 1 1/4 inch. So if you did a 3rd size, you would either have to pleat it at the top or you would have stuff sticking out, and I didn't want that. So we have 2 sizes, not 3. The Chinese knockoff place has got 3. So here is what the template looks like. So you're gonna draw 5 inches out, make kind of a little curve to right here. So imagine this is on half a piece of paper, like this. Okay, so you're gonna draw this with a piece of paper folded in half. So 5 inches, and then make a curve to here, and then make a nice cutout here, and a slight curve here. Okay, that's for the small one. Then I took this, and I put it on my printer and I expanded it by 25%, which is how I got the larger one. So this one is 125% of this one, and that's how you get the larger template. You don't have to draw these twice. You can see my fold line in there. Anyway, the larger one measures 6 inches along here. Okay, so you got your paper template. Once you've got your paper template, you are going to cut out a piece of decor bond. I've got fusible decor bond, and it gives us this nice crisp shape to it. So it's not gonna be all squishy looking, which nobody wants a squishy looking one. So anyway, this is a piece of decor bond. You can use the double-sided fusible, the single-sided fusible. I would not use the sew-in. Use one of the fusibles. Then you're gonna get your lining fabric and your outer fabric, and you're gonna put them right sides together. Then you're gonna put your decor bond on top of that. And you're gonna go right to your machine, and you're gonna leave this narrow open thing open. And you're gonna sew a 1/4 inch around the whole piece. I know, watching sewing is like watching paint dry. One more. Okay. Then you're gonna take your little pair of scissors here, and you're gonna trim down the places where it didn't quite line up so that your seams are all, you know, because you're cutting this out with scissors, so it may or may not be perfect match. So just trim it up, and then on these corners right here, we're gonna turn this, so let's get these corners out. On the inside corners, you're gonna snip right in and take the outside corners off so that you can turn that. like so. And I have confetti all over me now. Get rid of that. Okay, then you're gonna turn it inside out. So I'll just stick my finger down in there. And the easiest way to do this, I'm working on the larger one right now. The smaller one is a little more difficult to get turned, you know, because you don't have a lot of space for your hand to move around. But if you stick your finger in there and get it on one of those kind of legs that are on the outside, that'll let you bring all the rest of it through. So you'll turn this inside out. You're gonna take your turning point. I'm using the Alex Anderson 4-in-1 tool. It has kind of a blunt point, so it doesn't poke through my fabric, which is kind of nice. And then you're gonna turn the whole thing out. Like so. Get all those points out. Like so. Okay, so now I have a piece that looks like this. And I'm gonna go press this. I'll be right back. So now I have this. And it's nice and firm because I got that decor bond in there. And I'm going to use, this is a Kimberbell brand. Geez, it's sealed really well. Little lacy zipper, which I'm gonna use. These others were, shoot, the shorter ones, I can't remember. What's the brand name on those? Here, Border Creek Station. Yeah, Border Creek Station. These other ones and all the other colors that are a little shorter were Border Creek Station ones. So those are easy to get. If, by the way, you don't want to use a lacy zipper, you're gonna top stitch a regular, just like a garment, a nylon zipper on the inside, but you're gonna do it exactly like I'm doing. You're gonna edge stitch it. You're just gonna do it on the inside, not the outside. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to my zipper foot. And I'm gonna go -3 in my position to the right. Okay, I'm gonna take this zipper. I'm gonna line it up so that the teeth are right up against my finished edge on my fabric. I'm gonna drop my, where's my foot pedal? Drop
so the fabric goes under the zipper for a
fabric
lace.
is under the zipper for the lace. If I were doing this one, I would line it up exactly the same way, but the zipper tape would be under the top fabric.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, and I'm just stitching right along that zipper. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the outside. That is what it looks like on the inside. Okay? Now, how do I get the other side? That's very easy. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it upside down so I have the bottom. I'm gonna match, ooh, I didn't catch the bottom. Nope, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go catch the bottom because apparently I went off a little bit. Bad me. Now I got the bottom. Okay. I let it go, let it go. Okay, so we're gonna turn it around so the bottom is on the top, and I'm gonna line up like that. I'm gonna pin that in place so that it doesn't move on me. And then I'm gonna unzip so that I can open it up. And then I'm gonna go into 3 to the left, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So that zipper tape is just running along the left-hand side of my finished fabric. Okay, so now I've got my zipper on both sides, and when I close my zipper, I should, and I am, be lined up like that. I can take my scissors, cut this extra zipper off at the bottom, and I'm gonna leave it zipped about that far, no further, and then I'm gonna turn it inside out. And now, I'm gonna take my bottom with my not zipper foot okay, and I'm gonna sew my bottom seam 1/4 inch away from the edge. Okay, so I have my bottom seam. Cut those little thread scribbles off while you have the chance when you're in here. You don't want those catching on your stuff. Okay, then I'm gonna box it. So now I take the side seams like this, and I'm actually gonna open up that bottom seam so I don't have a big glump going on there. So I open up that bottom seam, and then I'm gonna put this itty bitty little seam underneath here. And I'm gonna sew across that. And then I go to the other side. And I open that up. And sew that little seam together. Okay, so now I have my boxed bottom, and I'm going to turn it right side out. Like so. And if I need to, I can take that little point turner and just kind of poke those out. That one didn't quite come out. That. Okay. And I'm going to zip like that about halfway up because I don't want to get all the way up here because I have to put my clasp on. So now I have this extra bit of zipper at the top. Cut that off. And now I take my key fob hardware, which you can find on Amazon under key fob hardware. And I only found one listing that was the 1 1/4 inch. You need the 1 1/4 inch to make this size. This is the bigger size. You can use the 1 inch to make this size. Okay? You slide that, and it has like little teeth in there. So those teeth, they're gonna grasp this, is what those are for. So you're gonna put this in there, butt it up to the top of this piece, and this is a pair of, as you can see, flat pliers, and they have like a rubber coating on them. You might find these if you do jewelry making. You might have a pair of similar pliers in your jewelry making kit. If your husband is a plumber, you might possibly have a pair like this, wide and flat. Just put a piece of, I don't know, shelf liner or something like that in there. so that you don't mess up your hardware. And then you're going to come in here and just clamp it. Jed, clamp it on both sides, and that gets those teeth down into the fabric so that it won't come loose. And there you have it. You got yourself a cute little key fob pouch. So if you're going to the pool, you can put your ID and your credit card, maybe a couple bucks for a soda in there. If you're going for a run, you can hook it to your belt or your belt loop or whatever and put your lip gloss in there. If you've got stuff that wanders around at the bottom of your purse that you can never find, you can put your small things like that in here. Then your keys are on there and you can always find your keys. Cute, cute, cute. They're quick to make. I mean, this took us like 10 minutes. And you can make a dozen of them for Christmas. See you later.